Hey everybody, welcome to another Con Support video. This one is on finding slope from an equation. So let's go and see how easy this is. All right, so in this case here, it says what is the slope of the line? So the equation we're working with is y minus 4 is equal to negative 7 times the quantity of x minus 6. So the easiest way to find the slope from an equation is literally just to get this into y equals mx plus b, right? So you want to just solve for y. You want to get the y all by itself on one side of the equation. So let's do that. First, you would distribute. So you can get y minus 4 is equal to negative 7 times x, which is negative 7x, negative 7 times negative 6, which is positive 42. And then you're going to want to get the y all by itself. So you just got to get rid of this minus 4 plus 4 to both sides. And you're going to get the value that y on its own is equal to negative 7x plus 46. Well, in this form, y equals mx plus b, the slope is the coefficient of x. So what is the coefficient of x? It happens to be negative 7. So that's your slope. All right, next question. So on the next one here, let's just get rid of this stuff. Let me erase this all. All right, cool. On this one here, it's going to be 2x minus 5y is equal to 9. Once again, you want to solve for y to get into y equals mx plus b. So here is pretty easy. You're just going to get rid of the 2x on both sides. You're going to get negative 5y is equal to negative 2x plus 9. You don't want the value of negative 5y. You got to divide that by negative 5 to get the value of 1y. If you divide the left by negative 5, you got to divide the entire right side by negative 5, which means you're dividing both terms by negative 5. So what you can see here is that y on its own would be equal to negative 2 over negative 5, which is positive 2/5, times whatever x is. And then this is going to be your intercept, which happens to be minus 1 4/5, right? But that's not so important for this problem because it's just asking for our slope. So our slope is the coefficient of x is positive 2/5. And so that's what you put, positive 2/5, and you're good to go. All right, next question. We're going to go through and do this one. So once again, we're going to write down the equation and then solve for y to get it into y equals mx plus b. So 5 times the quantity of y plus 2 is equal to 4 times the quantity of x minus 3. First, I would distribute. So you've got 5 times y, which is 5y. 5 times 2, which is 10, is equal to 4 times x, which is 4x. Then 4 times negative 3, which is negative 12. You then want to get all the y's. Well, you want to get the y by itself. So all the things that are on the same side as the y to the other side. So you want to get rid of plus 10, so minus 10 to both sides. You end up with 5y is equal to 4x minus 22. And then you want to undo times by 5 because you want to get the value of 1y and y all by itself. Remember to divide all terms across the entire equation by 5. And you're going to get y is equal to 4/5 x, so positive 4/5 x, and then minus 22/5, which is the same as minus 4 2/5. And this is your y-intercept. This is your slope right here. So your slope is the coefficient of x in y equals mx plus b. So that's positive 4/5. All right. All right, so this time I skipped ahead a little bit. So this next problem is y plus 2 is equal to negative 2 times the quantity of x minus 3. All we want to do here is solve for y again. So the easiest way to do that is to literally just distribute here the negative 2 through the parentheses, so we know what the value of x is there. So that's going to be y plus 2 is equal to negative 2x plus 6, because negative 2 times x is negative 2x, and negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. And then you're going to want to get the y by itself. So how do you undo plus 2? You minus 2 to both sides, and you get y is equal to negative 2x plus 4. Okay. Now, obviously, the plus 4 is just the y-intercept, not the slope. The slope is the coefficient of x, which in this case happens to be negative 2. So there's your answer. And that's all there is to it. You just got to solve for y algebraically, put in y equals mx plus b, and the coefficient of x is your slope, m.